Hello guys, this is Dr. Pooja and I'm your science educator on Unacademy's platform. And apart from that, I'm also internationally certified yoga and fitness trainer, and that is the reason why I take these special sessions on health and fitness, because I want to make sure you guys are not only taking care of the academics on Unacademy's platform, but along with that, you are also fit and healthy. Because as we all know, if you are only fit and healthy, then only you'll be able to focus more on your studies, and you can hit your targets and you can be successful in every field of your life. Okay, so I will not talk too much about this, but quickly I will tell you what all I have delivered so far to you guys, so that you can go ahead and check the links. So my first video was all about home workout that you can follow. You don't really have to go to the gym, and you can follow those workout routine from your home, and you can be healthy and fit. My second video that I posted on Unacademy YouTube channel is all about meditation, because I know how important meditation is to keep you guys focused and concentrated on your work. Okay, so today I'm gonna talk about how can you stay fit and healthy by following certain breathing exercise patterns. Okay, so before we get into the details, I would love to share with you, first of all, why breathing is important. Second, what are the instructions that you need to follow when you are starting with all these breathing exercises. And third, what are the important breathing exercises that you need to do to stay healthy and fit. Okay, so first of all, let's start with why is it so important to do the breathing exercises. Okay, so you must have seen whenever you are stressed out, when you are worried about something, when you are, let's say, are tensed about something, your breath, your breathing follows a different pattern as compared to when you are so relaxed and calm and healthy and fine. So that means breathing plays a very important role in controlling your emotions, in controlling your how you deal with day-to-day stress and day-to-day activities. Okay, so first of all, as we all know, we human beings, we live on oxygen. So oxygen is super important when it comes to our health and fitness. But most of the times when we are breathing shallow breaths, which means we are breathing but we even don't know how the breath it starts, how it enters our body, and what path it follows. So it is super important for you guys to focus on your breath. Though I understand we cannot focus on our breath for, let's say, 24 hours a day, but for some time you need to focus on your breath. Okay, and that is part of my meditative techniques, and that is also the link is shared for those meditative techniques. Anyways, here in this session we are going to talk about pranayam, breathing exercises for your better health. Okay, so as we know, we live on oxygen. Oxygen enters our body, it goes to the lungs. From the lungs it reaches out to every part of our body, because blood, it gets oxygen and carbon dioxide changed in our lungs, all right, in our capillaries, and we have covered that in your science chapter, life processes. Okay, so there is certain volume of air which is still there sitting in your lungs, and that never comes in the circulation. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to get rid of that volume of air which is sitting in your lungs, and that is not part of the circulation. Okay, so why do we do that? Because we have to get rid of that stagnant air. Okay, that is the cause of multiple problems, health related issues. So the first benefit of doing breathing exercises, you are consuming or you are using the whole oxygen that you are inhaling, and you are throwing out all the foul air or the carbon dioxide through your breath, because now you are breathing consciously. Okay. Second important point is, with breathing exercises, you increase your lung capacity. I know at this age you guys are into sports, you play certain sports. Some of you play badminton and soccer and running and other sorts of sports. And many of you complain in my class like, ma'am, we don't have a very good lung capacity. We feel breathlessness after some time. So breathing exercises, when you practice breathing exercises, you work on your lung capacity, and that helps you in increasing your lung capacity. Okay, so once you are starting with your breathing patterns, breathing exercises, not only you're getting overall health benefits, but definitely in your sports and in your day-to-day activities. Okay, and then third important point is your immunity. So if you are doing breathing exercises or certain breathing patterns, your immunity is going to go better. Okay, so I know immunity is super important because of this COVID situation nowadays. So you need to have super boosted immunity to fight with any kind of infections. And that again, of course, diet plays an important role, and I'm not covering diet in today's session. I'm covering only about breathing exercises in this session. Okay, so breathing exercises, as they are involving the whole system in circulation, all the oxygen that you have inhaled is throwing out all the carbon dioxide of your body. So it also improves your immunity. Okay, so these were a couple of benefits of doing breathing exercises. Excuse me. But now let's start with the instructions and the procedure of doing breathing exercises. And I forgot the most important point, and that is breathing exercises. They help you fight with certain type of cancers, because we all have pre-carcinogenic, pre-cancerous cells in our body, and they grow into cancerous cells if they have less oxygen. So what we are doing in breathing exercises, we are flooding each and every cell of our body with oxygen, so that these pre-cancerous cells, they cannot be converted into cancer cells. So let's get started. This was like a very basic information. Before I start with the breathing, I wanted to you guys to be aware of why breathing is so important, why we are taking today's session on breathing exercises especially. Okay, so let's get started with the instructions, and then the procedure I will explain at the end. Okay, so the instructions is, number one, of course, you have to sit in open and aerated space, so that which is fully ventilated, so that you have enough oxygen to inhale, and when you exhale carbon dioxide, it's been taken away with the wind. Okay, so sit in any open space or where there's full ventilation, so that you feel comfortable, so that you feel good. Okay, second important point is your attire, your clothing. Don't wear too tight or don't wear too loose clothes. Whatever is comfortable, you can breathe in. So you have to wear those kind of clothes when you sit for breathing. Third is like, make sure you have had your last meal at least 3 to 4 hours before you start with your breathing exercises. Alright, there are certain breathing exercises that you can still do within half an hour to 1 hour of your meals, but make sure there is a gap of 3 to 4 hours before you start with the breathing exercises. Alright, why? Because when you are doing breathing exercises, you are focusing more on your breath and in your tummy area, and if there is food in your belly, that is going to interfere with the pattern of breathing and with the exercises. All right, and then is your, you can do it in the morning, you can do it in the evening, totally depends upon your availability. Okay, and last point is, make sure it is not too crowded and it is not too loud, it is not too hot, it is not too cold. Make sure the environment in which you are sitting, the ambience is calm and nice, so that you get double the benefit out of it. Okay, so these were a couple of instructions, and yes, the most important point is, if you guys have any kind of health issues like asthma, blood pressure, stuff like that, then you need to be little careful while performing these activities. You need to go little slow than I mentioned in the rest of the video. Okay, so you need to go little slow, and always listen to your body. Okay, if your body is not supporting you, if your body is like does not want to do these breathing exercises, then don't force yourself. Okay, go slow, step by step, easy breathing, easy workout, and that will give you double or triple the benefits. Okay, and once you are starting with the breathing, and now I'll tell you like the techniques of breathing exercises. Okay, so in this, what you have to do is always, once you are performing these breathing exercises, make sure you are always thinking something positive. Okay, think that you are inhaling or taking in all the positivity of this universe, and you are throwing out all the negativity. Okay, so that is what you have to take care of while performing these breathing exercises. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so you have to do all these breathing exercises in this sequence only, which I'm going to tell you. Don't try to shuffle it a lot. Yes, a little bit here and there is fine, but no more shufflings. Okay, so the first breathing exercise, we call it Bhastrika. It is just simple inhalation and exhalation. All right, so once you are sitting for the breathing exercises, make sure you are sitting in a very comfortable posture. So like I'm sitting on the floor with my legs folded, and you can have your hand mudra. Okay, either in this form, with this form, this, or this. Okay, so what you have to, I will be covering in my next video what all these mudras they mean. Okay, so let's say I like this one, so I will sit in this one. Make sure your head, your neck, your back, everything is straight. You are not slouching like this. Okay, and you are not like sitting like this. This will be too uncomfortable. So you have to sit in a very comfortable pose, so that you can sit for at least 5 to 10 minutes comfortably. So the first one is Bhastrika, or just normal breathing. So in this, what you have to focus on is, once you are breathing in, make sure you are breathing down in your tummy. The breath is going down in your tummy, and your stomach is coming out. Okay, because we call it diaphragmatic breathing. We have diaphragm over here in our body, which divides our thorax from our abdomen. Okay, so you have to breathe in such a manner like your chest comes out, and all the breath goes deep into your tummy, though it does not go in the tummy. Okay, that is what you have to remember. It will definitely go in your lungs only, but you are providing it more space. You are expanding your lungs. You are giving your lungs to expand, giving more space to your lungs to expand. Okay, so how do we do this? You just sit in a comfortable posture and you breathe in. And guys, you have to remember that all the breathe ins and all the breathe outs, which means all the inhalation and exhalation, you have to do through your nostrils, not through your mouth. Okay, that is the point that you have to remember. And once you are sitting, you just breathe in deeply. So what do I mean by deeply? In your mind, you have to count till 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Breathe in for 3 seconds and breathe out for 3 seconds. That is what we call deep breathing. Otherwise, when we are breathing, we are not even counting and we are not even doing a deep inhalation or exhalation. So what you have to do is you have to breathe really deep. Okay, so I will demonstrate how you will do it. So you will just sit straight, close your eyes and breathe in deep, out, in and out. You see how my chest comes out because I'm creating more space for my lungs to take more oxygen. And the important point is you don't have to hold your breath. Many people, what they do, they make a mistake. They inhale and then they hold their breath and then they exhale. No, you have to do continuous breathing. Breathe in for 3 seconds, breathe out for 3 seconds. And you have to do this to start with 5 minutes. Okay, but I recommend different timings, but basically 5 minutes. And sometimes what happens is you have to keep your eyes closed. But many people, what they feel dizzy if the eyes are closed. So slowly you will get into the habit of doing it in a correct way, right? Initially you can just breathe in and breathe out, okay? And let the air go deep into your lungs. You do not hold the breath. You do it with your eyes open or eyes closed, depending upon how you feel comfortable. And you have to do it for 5 minutes to start with, okay? So again, I will show you one more time. Your eyes closed. Right? This is how you do it. Very calm and very nice with all the positive thoughts going on in your mind. That is how you perform this breathing exercise number 1. Breathing exercise number 2 is called Kapalbhati, okay? Or you once you do it, you have that glow on your face, okay? So the way you perform it, many people, what they do, you have to exhale and you have to pull your tummy in, all right? The only point that you have to remember is your whole focus needs to be on exhalation. You don't have to focus on inhalation. Inhalation will happen automatically, okay? So this is also called like Kapalbhati, like you get that glow on your face, all right? So how do we do it? You just sit in any comfortable posture and you try to exhale through your nose. You don't have to focus on inhalation. When you exhale, then your tummy will go in automatically, okay? But this will come with practice. So you have to exhale through your nose. You have to focus on the exhalation process. Your tummy will go in, all right? And the technique that you have to keep in mind is as if you are clearing your nose, as if something got into your nose and you are throwing it out by, kind of sniffing, okay? So that is how we do it. And how fast or how slow you have to do it? 1 second, 1 stroke. Some people, they do it too fast. Some people, they do it too slow. And both are not the right ways of doing it. You do it at a normal pace. 1 second, 1 stroke. And I will show you how to do it. Again, sit comfortably on the floor with your legs folded, your hands in front of you, eyes closed, and 1 second, 1 stroke. That should be the speed. You have to exhale through your nostrils. Inhalation will happen at its own and your tummy will go in when you exhale. See how I do it. So once you do this pranayam, make sure you are not making any faces, you are not contracting any facial muscle, right? You are doing it very nicely, very calmly, because if you do that over the period of time, you can get wrinkles or you can get like little deformed face. So what you have to do is very simply and calmly, you just have to exhale through your nose, and when you exhale, your stomach will go in. The way I'm doing it, see? Okay, so 1 second, 1 stroke. So here is a trick. You want to see whether you are exhaling and your stomach is going in. You keep one hand in front of you under your nostril and another hand on your tummy. And when you feel like you are exhaling on your hand, your tummy should go in like this. Okay, so this is what we call Kapalbhati. You have to do it slowly. You have to do it empty stomach. Make sure you have not had your meals at least 3 to 4 hours before doing this. Right. Next one is Anulom-vilom, or we call it alternate nostril breathing. Kapalbhati you have to do 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. So as I said, 1 stroke, 1 minute, 1 second. So which means in 5 minutes you will be able to do it for 300 times. So that is the basic way of doing it. Now let's do Anulom-vilom, which is alternate nostril breathing. How do you do it? With your thumb, you have to close one nostril, you have to inhale, and with these fingers, you have to close another one and open the first one that you had closed with your thumb and let it go out. So technically, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I'll show you how to do it. Again, sit comfortably on the floor, okay, with your neck straight, back straight, okay. You close your nostril very gently. Keep your eyes closed. You breathe in through this nostril, your right nostril. Close it. Exhale. Again inhale. Close it and exhale. So what I'm doing here is I am inhaling through this, exhaling through this, then inhaling through this and exhaling through this. So there is a cycle. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Alright? And guys, you are not holding your breath at any point during this process. Okay, so this is also a continuous process. How many times you have to do this Anulom-vilom or alternate nostril breathing? You have to do it for again 10 minutes. Okay. So today we learned 3 breathing exercises. One is Bhastrika, which is just normal breathe in and breathe out. Second one was your Kapalbhati, which was you were exhaling through your nostril and your tummy was going in, and the frequency, the speed was 1 stroke per second. Okay, and the third one that we did was alternate nostril breathing, in which you were breathing in through one nostril and breathing out through another one.